Welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining me for beer review take 2 because Baz was being a miserable old bugger. Right, so the other day put up a video of some new beers coming to the channel. This is one of them beers. When it's going to be actually released, I'm not sure. It is from a British brewery. It was picked up from Morrison's, part of a 4 for 3 deal. So I think this might have been about £3.75, £3.85 for one of them. Thornbridge. Out of, I can't think where they're from, Derbyshire way. I'm trying to think where the exact place they're from. I'm not sure. Buxton, is it somewhere around that way? I'm not sure. But yeah, it's a Thornbridge beer, and it's called almost like a collaboration with Morrison's because it's got their little label thing on there with Market Street. And the beer we are looking at is a limited edition one, and it is their pink grapefruit Jaipur. Get it right, Baz. 440ml can, coming in at 5.9%. Now, the original Jaipur was very much one of the sort of first sort of craft beers, if you like, in the UK. You know, Punk was the main one that sort of started it all. I think Jaipur was very much around that same time. I'm sure you're going to correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, Jaipur, a good beer. Smells a bit cat pissy. This one is the pink grapefruit version. 5.9%, 440ml, about £3.85, part of a 4 for 3. Nice artwork. There's the old Morrison's bit. So all I can assume, this is going to be Jaipur with some pink grapefruit in, but that should make it nice anyway. So I'm going to stop waffling. We are going to get it out of the can into a glass. It's just come out of the fridge, probably about 4 to 5 degrees. Could even be a little bit warmer, I'm not sure. I'm going to say 4 to 5. Thornbridge glass, which is very nice indeed. There we go. So let's stop waffling. Let's get it cracked open, see what we get. Hope you're all having a good Friday evening. As I say, Baz is a miserable old grumpy sod, so he's not having a great Friday and he's working tomorrow. But we are not here to talk about Bazza. We are here to review the Jaipur pink grapefruit. It's a very different beer in can, Jaipur, than it is on tap. You definitely get sort of like on tap, even with the perfect draft, you get much more malty in number, whereas I always find in a can they tend to be more hoppy. But we shall see what we get from this. So it's very pale. It's got to be said. Golden. I wouldn't even say it's amber. It's golden, like cat pissy. If you want to go down that route, there's a few bubbles going up. And we got a nice sort of big white head on there. Quite compact. There is some left in the can. So, without further ado, let's have a sniff, see what we get on the nose. Yeah, and you get that pink grapefruit. Exactly what you'd expect to get, really. You'd want to be picking some of that up. And somehow it's still it still has that sort of cat piss aroma to it, but just slightly masked with pink grapefruit. That's the funny thing about it. I mean, they're only my words, and that's what it always reminds me of. It might not sound very appealing, but yeah, you get the pink grapefruit thing. And it's quite funny because they call it pink grapefruit, but for me, it doesn't particularly smell of grapefruit to a certain extent. Not like punching like a standard grapefruit. But yeah, let's say pink grapefruit with that little cat pissy note in the background. Anyway, let's stop sniffing. Let's give it a taste. I'm hoping that it's going to taste really good. So I got to admit, I do like that sort of pink grapefruit thing, and I think it could work with this beer. So there we go. Jaipur from Thornbridge. Pink grapefruit version, India Pale Ale, 5.9%. I'm going to say in collaboration with Morrison's Market Street thing. Let's dive in, give it a go. Cheers. Oh no, that don't do it for me. Oh no. No. You get the pink grapefruit straight away, but it feels artificial. it's got that it's got that bit of a nasty sort of twang to it. What I did pick up with it was a maltiness, which quite surprised me. But we'll go on to the flavours afterwards. But my initial thing is like, oh, I'm not sure about that. Let's go again. .9. Oh yeah, that feels very artificial to me. I don't know. Something that don't sit with me. 5.9%. I mean, it wasn't a massively sort of heavy weighty beer. Does it feel a little bit light? Possibly, but I wouldn't say it's like a massive difference. And the fact that it's in a can, you're not going to expect that sort of draft experience and the weight of the beer being like a draft beer. Yeah, there's something there. And I think it is just pink grapefruit, amazingly enough. Pardon me. Oh no, it's a bit overpowering, I think. Carbonation minimal. I'm really not liking that pink grapefruit. I find it too overpowering. It's like you're just drinking pink grapefruit with a beery element in the background, rather than making it subtle and complementing the beer. It's like it's trying to take over the beer. And it's repeating on me, and it's very unpleasant, I would say. Quite smooth. You still get that essence of Jaipur in the background. It's quite smooth, it's quite soft. But I really can't get past that drink, that taste. The drinking of it is, I find it quite horrible, quite nasty, quite unappealing. The Jaipur feel, like I said, of the beer is kind of still there, but it's only like a shadow of itself. It's being overpowered by the pink grapefruit side of things. Pink grapefruit, a nasty bitterness, not a pleasant bitterness, a little bit of maltiness, hints of the original Jaipur in the background. 5.9%. Oh, it's hard to even say if you're getting that 5.9% because I'm finding the pink grapefruit side of things, just horrible. Which is amazing because you kind of get grapefruit in with IPAs, but this, and I don't mind a bit of pink grapefruit in some drinks, and I've had it in some drinks, but for some reason, it's really not doing it for me in this one. It's leaving an awful nasty taste for me in the background, an awful nasty bitterness in the background. Not a great review, not a great beer for me. I had hopes for that, high hopes for that. But to me, they've just made that pink grapefruit flavour the whole beer, more or less. It just takes over every flavour. And that's not something I enjoy. I've got to admit, I am disappointed with that. Thought that'd be decent, but Thornbridge and their pink grapefruit Jaipur, 5.9%. For me, it gets the thumbs down. I'm not enjoying that. I don't like it. Will I finish it? Yeah, reluctantly probably, just because I'm too tight to throw the bugger away. But if you're a big pink grapefruit fan, maybe give it a go. But personally, I do not think that's very nice. It stinks of nasty, cheap, artificial kind of everything nastiness about it. Even the bitterness is nasty. Give me a standard Jaipur any day of the week. Give me more of that cat piss over this one, please. So there you go. There's my thoughts on that beer. If you've had it before, let me know your thoughts on it. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you enjoy the channel, give it a sub. I'm going to end it there. It's Friday night. Enjoy your Friday night and your weekend. I'm working tomorrow, and I'll see you again soon on another one. Cheers.